Tesco are facing a possible record equal pay claim of £4 billion. It's being brought by women who work in the company's stores, who earn less than men employed in its warehouses, even though they claim the work is comparable. The supermarket says all its staff are paid fairly, whatever their gender. Our economics editor Kamal Ahmed reports.
Who is worth more? Warehouse workers, mostly men, loading and unloading lorries, or store staff, mostly women, loading shelves and dealing with customers? This is a very different type of pay dispute. Not equal pay for the same job, but equal pay for different jobs that, lawyers in this case argue, have the same value.
I think the role on clothing has changed slightly over time.
Kim and Pam have worked in Tesco supermarkets for over 20 years. Their rates of pay are up to £3 an hour lower than warehouse staff.
We think we have equal rights. There are times where there are such discrepancies that you can't explain them. And I think Tesco's are just one of many companies that really aren't addressing the fact that women seem to still be paid less.
Obviously the jobs are slightly different, but to put it bluntly, they're of equal value. Yeah. You know, we deal with customers, they don't have to deal with customers. But we load, you know, we take the stock and we load the stock, they load it off the lorry and we load it onto the shelves.
It's a debate that goes back decades.
We are on strike until the 27th of June.
Here are women workers for Ford in the 1960s, arguing that their job sewing car seat covers was comparable with the men who built the engines. They won after years of expensive battles. So how do you test whether a job is of equal value? First, you score how much training and skill does it need to do the job. Second, how difficult is the job and how much responsibility does it carry? Third, what are the physical and emotional demands? For example, is customer interaction a key part of the role? If the scores are similar, then the jobs are comparable. I asked the lawyer leading the case whether warehouse work was really the same as working in Tesco's supermarkets.
A man in distribution may score higher on a physical test, but then the woman may score higher on the emotional content of the job or dealing with the customers. So if the law's been there since 1984 that you can compare with a different job, that's 34 years to get your house in order.
In a statement, Tesco said, "We are unable to comment on a claim that we have not received. Tesco has always been a place for people to get on in their career, regardless of their gender, background or education, and we work hard to make sure all our colleagues are paid fairly and equally for the jobs they do." For Pam and Kim, maybe £20,000 each if their legal battle is successful. But this is not about the money.
You're just asking for fairness, aren't you? Is that what the claim's about?
Absolutely, yeah. No more and no less.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kamal Ahmed, BBC News.